Hey, what's going on, guys? Demboyz back here with another episode of Demboyz DIY. Now today I'm going to mount my TV and I'm going to hide the wires. This is something I wanted to do in the past, but since I didn't own, I've only rented. Now is my chance. Since we bought this house together, I could do it the way I wanted. So yeah, I got the PERLESMITH TV wall mount with the extended back version. That just means because my studs upstairs were more than 18 inches apart from their center point, I just bought the extensions so it would reach. And that's a warning before you try to mount a TV or anything like that. Check the positions of your studs and make sure the back brace is wide enough for those studs, because I bought one that was only 18 inches and needless to say that didn't work. So as I mentioned before, my studs were further apart than 18 inches, so I'm attaching the extensions right now. This comes with my version. You'll have to look at it, make sure it supports 18, 20, 24 plus. I don't think your studs will go past 20 inches, but just to make sure, you want to make sure you have enough room to bolt to the center of the points on each end. So these are the spacers, and they're basically here to make sure the braces or the Visa mount sits straight with angled back TVs. So at the top I had 3 big spacers with the bolt. And for the bottom, 1 small spacer for the bolt. Each TV will be different in terms of thread depth, so you'll want to test it out. But my TV model was a Samsung new 6900 4K smart TV, and it's got a curved back, as you can see. So after I've done screwing the bolts in, you can see the brace sits flush, straight up with the TV's vertical stance. Next is the TV mounting brace. This is essentially where the TV will be hanged. Now you will want to make some preliminary center points on where the studs are. I had already checked with a stud finder how wide my studs were. And basically what I did was just get some painter's tape and stick it across where your stud endpoints are. And then it's just a matter of finding the center point on the studs. You know you hit the studs if you find resistance when drilling all the way through. If you hit drywall, your drill bit will just fall right through. Now, if you have an impact driver with a socket wrench attachment, this will go much faster, but since I didn't, I just used a regular socket wrench. Make sure it is level. Now you will want to attach the TV to the mount brace. This one you can adjust the side to side tilt and front facing tilt back and forth. And that's it. Time to mount your TV and make sure it's level. Now that you're done with the TV and making sure it's center, take it off and it's time to install the internal wire management pass-through nose plates. Basically hiding your wires. I fortunately didn't have to install a power source since our builder pre-installed the power outlets on where a TV would be on, so I just had to hide the wires like HDMI or other audio video connections. So there are two components for this. One gang recessed low voltage cable wall plate, one gang low voltage mounting bracket. So trace an outline on the inside of the one gang low voltage mounting bracket and with the drywall handsaw cut out the outline. Now I hit insulation, so it'll be a little bit more tougher to put the cables through, but I have a little tip to make it easier if you don't have a snaking cable or anything like that. Next, do the same for the bottom. You may have to trim some of the edges to get it to fit. Now remember when I said if you didn't have a snaking cable or anything like that, a helpful tip I would show you is that you can literally use your measuring tape. First snake from the top to the bottom. The rigidness of the tape should make it easy for it to snake through from the top to the bottom. Once it's through both ends, tape the cables you want to snake through onto the end of the measuring tape and simply retract the tape. You may need to remove the 1 gang low voltage mounting bracket if they do get stuck. Now once all the cables are through, install the 1 gang recessed low voltage cable wall plate. And that's it. Your TV is wall mounted and your wires are hidden for a clean, slick look. Now this isn't how I left it. In the next video you will see the finished setup when I add the Bestia console to hide the bottom part. So it will go from this to this.